That's right, everyone. It is Monday night. It is 6:30. We are down, around, or up the block for the weekly coaches show here at the block. And welcome, everyone. I'm the team man, Richard Tiemann, as always. And I'm joined tonight by the Bison boys basketball team. Coach Eric, welcome.
Nice to be here.
Yeah, and I say Coach Eric because I have tried subtly 3 different ways to figure out how to pronounce your last name, and nobody has helped me at all. I keep saying, yeah, Coach Eric, you know. They're like, yeah, Coach Eric's good. I'm like, super guy. And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, okay, you're not going to give me anything, are you? So it's Chaon?
Give me 3 guesses.
Is it Chaon?
Yep.
Okay, all right. I got the first try. So I thought at first it was Chaon. And I was like, I feel like I'm churching that up way too much.
Yep.
Way too much. Okay, so Coach Eric Chaon here with the Bison boys. Before we get into our conversation, last week in sports, I went to Providence. Argos handled business against the Northern Lights on the mat. 31-10, Irish Firthmeyer got a win. And then there was Crosstown. We don't need to do final scores. CMR gets this one. Plain and simple, you know, boys and girls. But they were good. The parts that were good, and then there's stuff to learn from, obviously, which we'll talk about. And then in football action, there were some games. I mean, we don't need to. There's a Super Bowl happening, but you're already on my good side because you're a Niners guy. So,
right.
Can both teams lose? No, probably. Unfortunately, not. No. So, okay. Let's go ahead and talk about where we are the season. First, Crosstown kind of signifies the midway point of the season. And as far as where you guys are at midway and what you learned from Crosstown, I mean, what were the big takeaways for you over the weekend?
Yeah, I mean, we had some good spells. You know, when you're struggling a little bit, you try and find some things that went well for you and build from them. And so, you know, I think you look back at the game and find little spurts of 2 or 3 or 4 minutes that the kids played hard and executed and things went the way you wanted them to go and build from it. You know, it's easy to get bogged down and 10 or 12 minutes that goes the wrong way, but trying to pick a couple things to improve on and clean up and get better at and build on the stuff that went well. So there's a good spurt, you know, in a little bit of the first quarter, and in the second quarter got some turnovers and some transition baskets and got out in the open court a little bit and just try and, you know, build on that and improve and get it rolling a little bit.
So when you look back at a game or when you game plan, either one, the before or the after, I mean, we talk a lot about halftime adjustments in sports, but I've seen a lot of games, especially basketball, where there's a specific quarter. Could be the first one, could be the third one, where, I mean, maybe it was tied at halftime in that third quarter if there would have just been a couple more turnovers or if they wouldn't have let them get off some of these threes, and then the fourth quarter was tight again. Is there such a thing as the toughest quarter of basketball?
No, I think it varies game to game, team to team. You know, you get to the fourth quarter and it seems like plays get bigger sometimes in tight games. They're just more costly. There's less margin to make up for points. But no, I'm not a big believer in, you know, one quarter being most significant. I think the first quarter's important. You know,
Yeah.
how do you start and what kind of tone do you set and how competitive are you? And then you kind of go from there. So, yeah, I think you got to get off to a good start, get a good warm-up in before the game starts, and make sure you're ready to play and don't dink around for 3 or 4 minutes, you know, getting in the flow of things. But, no, I don't put a ton of stock in, you know, one quarter being, you know, more important than the other.
Fair enough.
Get to the fourth and get more points.
you just hope that it's close enough that you can close the gap and overcome.
Yeah.
That's a fair assessment. Well, the start of Crosstown, I was impressed. Both the boys and the girls, there was a lot of aggression. I felt the energy coming off the court, and I don't know how much aggression control or conditioning you guys do, but then, you know, in the second half, I don't know if they just went and spent it all in the first, but there was a little bit of fatigue in that second. Like, how do you as a coach try to prevent that in a rivalry game where you know emotions are slightly higher?
Yeah, I mean, probably the ideal way to try and sustain it is to have 7, 8, or 9 guys that can play and play well and rotate guys in and keep everybody fresh. We're not in a position to do that this year. So, you know, you got to work your tail off in practice and make sure you're in good shape and play with some discipline and not waste energy where you don't need to. And, you know, we did that okay for spurts and then kind of got sloppy for a while. And part of it's credit to CMR. They're a good team and they're deep and they got a lot of guys to play. And, you know, they can sprint up and down with their guards for a number of possessions and then put 2 or 3 new ones in that can play about as well. So, you it's credit to them and our guys, I guess, more sprints in practice, so they're in a little better shape.
That's the last thing they want to hear. Any athlete wants to hear is more sprints in practice. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to bait him into this kind of stuff. I'm just merely sharing observations from Crosstown. So I guess Crosstown, now that it's happened, I can officially say, welcome to head coaching in Great Falls. I've talked with Sislo and Schmitz, and I said, it doesn't matter how long a coach has been part of a program. It is a different beast once you take those head coaching reins. So what's your biggest takeaway so far? What's been the biggest thing that you're like, I wish somebody would have told me this when I became a head coach?
I mean, when you're the head coach, you stay up at night a little bit later. When you're an assistant, you can hit stop on the film and just go to bed. But, when you're the head coach, you just can't quit watching it. And, you just want to fish for everything that can give you an advantage in a game. So, yeah, more film. I feel like I put a lot of time into that as an assistant, but I've definitely watched a lot more now.
Is it harder to divvy up responsibilities and controls to your coaches when it's like it's your team, but like they're there to help?
Yeah, that certainly is a learning curve, giving them, some things to do that give them some ownership in the program, but also, just benefit the program. And so, yeah, certainly that's been an adjustment. I have good staff, and they've been a huge help to me this year.
Yeah, Schmitz was he was like, yeah, I'm here for him anytime he needs, because he's been around for a while. And I remember when I got here, Bob was just he was so cut and dry, very down to earth guy, but you didn't get a whole lot of extra out of Bob. And so, what was your biggest thing that you learned from Bob Howard?
I mean, yeah, I coached with him for 13 years, I think.
Wow.
I played for him too, and so. Yeah, I learned a ton about the game of basketball from him, and he was just real simple, fundamental, not a lot of fluff and corny stuff, which I really appreciate. I think it's overdone a lot of times in sports today, so I appreciate his just real simple, direct approach to things, and not getting bogged down in junk and useless things that look good online, but don't pay a lot of dividends in the game. So, yeah, I was fortunate to just coach under him for a long time, and try and learn some of that stuff and put it into action. I mean, you can't replicate Bob if you know him, so you got to be yourself. But I'm thankful for a lot of the stuff I learned from him.
What was the most old school thing about Bob that you appreciate and you don't know if you can necessarily implement it?
His clothing.
His clothing?
No, just his offensive approach, defensive approach to the game. Just, simple and direct. And not simple in a futile way or anything, just simple in a really sound way.
Okay. Well, for those watching on the live stream on Facebook or YouTube, if you have questions for Coach or for any of the players featured tonight, drop them in the comments and we'll get around to them. But a couple of other questions that I had was, we're at Crosstown. You guys are the home team. It's back-to-back home this time, which is a rarity, but it's because of wrestling and other sporting events going on. But the girls, why do they get to have the awesome entrance?
That's a good question.
We only ask the hard stuff here on the coaches show.
The assistant coaches.
Oh, I see.
The dedication of Matt Willis and formerly Mark Fott. They kind of got it rolling and put it into action and worked with Scott Smart to do it. So every once in a while they bring the spotlight in. I wasn't in there this year. I was making popcorn.
Oh, I see.
Did they have the spotlight out?
Yep. They had. It felt like I was watching the '90s Bulls come out with Michael Jordan and them. I was like, wow, okay, so we're doing the lights, and everybody had the light out on their phone, and it was going, and I was like, okay, so this is happening right now.
Matt Willis, probably United Materials money paid for it.
Wow. Okay. I mean, it was cool and everything. I kind of want every school or team to have like their own unique thing that they do. You guys have where you run out, and then you drum on the floor. I've seen both you guys and CMR do that. So that's something that I've never seen before that I've seen. Is a Great Falls thing, or somebody saw it from somewhere and adapted it here?
We don't bounce.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
That's probably our girls or something, maybe. I don't know.
Okay.
We're simple. High five, huddle up, get out there and win the tip.
If you could construct your dream intro, what would it look like? Song choice, stuff like that?
Well, Ringler's got me going now on some new overhead court light up system. Boudelier's silhouette can be projected onto the gym floor.
Wow.
There's a company that does it. It's reasonably priced. I
Okay.
probably shouldn't be saying this live. Ringler's going to come after me tomorrow.
It's
in the works.
I'll give you a pass because I'm good with Ringler, and
Okay.
I'll be like, I coaxed him into it.
Yeah.
Be mad at me, not him.
Yep. Maybe
Well-
something like that down the road.
Another thing I want to know was the number 44 seems to belong to the guys that are 6'7". There, you got it. Okay, I said the thing. Yes, okay. We're over that hump. We can move along because that height is very common in basketball, I'm finding out. So
For some teams.
For some teams. But 44, does that always go to the big guy?
You know, it's just whatever the players decide
All
for
right.
us. We just we write them up on the board and let them hash it out.
Jeez. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I watched 44s take center court, and I was like, okay, yeah, here we go. And you got a 0, and you got a few other good numbers on there. But yeah, the 44 squared off. Miles Duda, he's a child giant. He is a big one. But you guys have a game tomorrow, which I even more appreciate your time tonight.
Yep.
So Crosstown happens, emotions are high, rivalry game, midway point of the season. How do you get through your weekend, and are there changes that you plan to make, or is it stay the course at this point?
Oh, I don't. Yeah, you can get too flip-floppy with stuff mid-season. I think you try and clean up some stuff and build on some things that you think are working, or you see an avenue for some more success. But yeah, I think you come into the season with some ideas. You get a couple weeks in and start to realize what's most successful. You find some spots for guys where they're experiencing success and try and get them the ball in those spots a little bit more. But overall, big scheme departure or anything, I think, is a little bit of a waste at this point. I think you got to write out what you're doing and just do it better. So that's kind of where we're at right now. What do we have, and how can we do it a little bit better and more efficiently? And you just got to keep playing hard, I think, is the biggest thing. Keep your guys playing hard and engaged and hustling. And so that's where I'm at right now.
So when you went into the season as the first-time head coach, were you set on like, okay, so this is what I want my identity for the team to ultimately be, and we're going to do this way and stick to it? Or did you leave yourself open for changes and things like that, depending on how the season went?
Yeah, I think you got to leave yourself open to some changes, especially in high school, because you're not out recruiting guys.
Yeah.
So you're not necessarily bringing in, a 6'10" guy to play the middle of the 2-3 all the time, and you're going to be able to stay with that. You have big changes in high school to your lineups and talent and just skill set. And so, yeah, I think you got to leave it open and adjust to who you have coming in and where they can make things happen. And so I certainly have some things that, ball movement, moving the ball and moving without the ball. I think regardless of who I have this year and in the future will always be bedrocks for me. I hate just guys who stand or offenses where you're standing in a corner. I like the ball to move, and I like players to move. I think it's just harder to guard. So I think that'll always be a foundation for me, but you can, tailor a trillion things around that. So yeah, no, I'd say generally you got to leave it open and adjust with what you have. Yeah. And I mean, week to week, sometimes you don't know, don't know what you're going to have.
Well, at the end of the season, your first year, what will it mean to be successful? Like, have you thought at all about that? Like, what your biggest takeaway? Like, hey, we had a good, first one out, and now we will adjust and move on to the next.
Yeah, I mean, I think if the players keep playing hard through the last game, that'll be one measure for me. If we start to hit a drop off at any point here and just can't finish out, hustling and working and competing, that would be a loss in my eyes. So that certainly is a focus. And then, how do they treat each other? Are they still, being good teammates and holding each other accountable and encouraging each other? And those are two big standards for us as a team.
Is there any coaches from outside the area that you picked up things from, this point in the season? Anybody that you played on the road or at home?
Yeah, I mean, you're always learning things when you're watching other teams. But you're scouting and watching a lot of film, and you're just in the gym a lot. You see other teams on the bench. You see how they act in the stands. You see what they run. So I think you pull bits and pieces from everybody. I mean, you start to watch baseline out of bounds plays, and one team has one that's successful, and it just starts to cycle its way through. Everybody steals it or steals some variation of it. So everybody's stealing. Everybody's, trying to replicate things that work in their own way. And some teams do it better than others.
Well, if you want to talk about coaches and how they behave on the sidelines or the court, the Frontier Conference tournament every year is never a shortage of animated coaches.
No.
From Rocky to Tech to Carroll. I mean, we're talking about some of the most live action emotional coaches I've ever seen in my life. And that's my yearly refresher of like, okay, that's what it means to be at an 11 when your dial goes to 10 for coaching on the sidelines.
Yeah.
You found yourself flirting with those moments?
Oh, I've never been close to that. Dreikhausen and those guys, they got a different level. They get more steps in. Bobby Howard gets the most steps in on our staff.
Oh boy.
Bobby's about 2,500 steps a game, end to end of the coach's box. The rest of us,
you've got it down to the science.
15.
How many steps is the coach's box? 25.
Yep.
Boom. Yeah, and Coach Graham down there for the girls at Tech, he gets pretty. And then they'll do this. They'll like take a knee or they'll crouch. Kind of watch like this.
Jeff's always likes the crouch.
Yeah, it's very entertaining. Sometimes the coaches are more fun to watch than the actual game. But if you've been able to keep yourself, checked, so to speak, then we'll see what it takes to get you over that, cross that line.
Yeah, it'll happen sometime.
All right. Well, who's your pick in the Super Bowl? Let's not talk basketball for a second.
Again, it's a game where I want both teams to lose.
I know, and that cannot happen, unfortunately.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if my wife will end up watching, but I have to say the Patriots just because she's a Patriots fan, and you got to keep the peace at home a little bit. More than that's just a politically correct answer. I just hate the Seahawks.
Yeah, that was a very politically correct
answer. I mean, I hate the Patriots too, but I hate the Seahawks more.
So here's a question, since we kind of saw this situation play out in the Final Four for the football season, is one that I've always been curious to hear from coaches, former players like that. So sometimes you get the never have I evers in the mix, and earlier rounds, the wild card, we saw that with the Bills, the Jaguars, the Texans. And then as the rounds went on, they were slowly eliminated. All four of the teams that were left this last weekend had won a Super Bowl or multiple. So my question to coaches, athletes, former athletes is, should every team eventually win a championship, or does it mean more if not every team wins a championship when you ultimately win one?
No, I mean, I don't think every team should ultimately win a championship.
You hate the Browns too, huh?
I do. I do. Yeah. I hate the Browns. I hate the Ravens.
Wow, yeah. I hate the Ravens too.
Yep. I hate the Raiders.
Yeah, but the Chiefs are at the top of my list, and watching them be eliminated before the postseason was like early Christmas. I could have ran up and down the street. All right, so we have reached the point in our program for the favorite segment amongst the people. It is fishing for compliments with Coach, and so we have our fishing pole here. I'll give that to you.
I'm actually pretty good with these children's toys right now.
Awesome. And then the fishy bowl. So coaches don't just give out compliments. Players have to fish for them. So we just cut out the middleman, and I help you fish for them. So let's see if you can get one on the first try. Oh. Now Schmitz threw one back. I've never seen a coach do that. I've never seen a coach struggle to get one and be like, I don't want this one, and throw it back.
Did he know what it was ahead of time?
Yeah, he did. He's like, no, I don't want that one. He doesn't even know what the numbers are. They're my key. The numbers are the key here. So you got number 3. So I need you, for the 2 players that are being featured tonight, to compliment them on their skills, their basketball skills.
Okay. So we got Andrew Boudelier and Noah Fleming here tonight. Both of them, skill-wise, I think it's worth noting, it put in a lot of time. And they were guys, like, over the last 3 or 4 years at Great Falls High, when you do stuff in the summer and everybody disappears, or you do stuff at open gym or the spring, those guys never disappeared. They were always there. And so part of their skill development is just the time that they've put in.
Okay.
So I think that's important to note. But, yeah, Andrew Boudelier is really, since he was a scrawny little freshman coming in, he's just been a really gifted shooter. His freshman year at open gym, He went 290 for 295 from 3.
Wow.
And he is a good shooter. He's got a nice, good release. And, he's had to hunt a shot a little bit more on his own this year, which I think has cut into the overall percentage a little bit. The shots have been tougher and more challenged. But, he's always been a good shooter, and I think he'll keep shooting the ball well the rest of the year. Hopefully improves a little bit, which I think it will. Noah Fleming is he's just like the Energizer bunny. He can just work out for 2 or 3 hours.
That's an old school reference too.
And then you tell him to go sprint the wing, and he just sprints the wing still. And so I think his energy and his speed, he's really quick off the dribble. And when he gets going downhill, after the ball's moved a little bit and he attacks, there have been a lot of teams that have a hard time keeping him in front. And so when he gets in space and attacks quickly and doesn't think around and waste dribbles, he's hard to guard.
Okay.
And other people have to get out of the way and space the floor. Sometimes his own teammates guard him.
And normally that's the portion of the show where the cell phones are out. They're like, I want this on record because I never hear this any other time from our coach. So it's usually my gift to the team, especially the two that are being featured here, because not everybody's up for being interviewed or doing questions. But I feel like I need to ask this after the last two coaches shows. Are they superstitious at all? Do they know what superstition is? I guess is the better question.
That's a good question. I'm not very engaged in any of the. You'll have to ask them.
Okay.
Maybe I'll learn some things tonight that we can do a little bit better. I don't know.
I had to explain that at the last show because the girls of Great Falls High, the Bison girls, did not know what superstition was.
Did they talk about getting the stamps? Do they still get the stamps or whatever?
Nobody said anything about stamps. What is
do they not
the
do that
stamps
anymore? Did you get the stamps? Well, the girls used to. Was that because it was Gartzka? Or they used to go get a stamp before the game or something on their hand. Everybody had to do it all the time.
Okay.
I guess they're not doing it anymore.
I guess not.
What do I know?
Because, and they're like the daughters of athletes and coaches. And it's just like, how do you guys not know what superstition is? So that was, we'll find out.
Yeah, you have to ask these guys. Boudelier's a baseball guy. You have to ask him if he steps on the chalk or something.
That's heavy in the superstition realm right
I don't
there.
know. He might be stepping right on it. Just heck with it. I don't know.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
So who's going to be up next?
I don't know. It's your call.
Okay.
Which one do you think
you guys want to do
hungrier?
Rock, paper, scissors? Andrew's staring me down right now.
Yeah, get Andrew up here.
Okay.
Ask him about the chalk.
All right, one more time for Coach Chaon. Thank you, sir. Appreciate your time.
Betcha.
And don't go anywhere. We will be back with Andrew Boudelier after this commercial break. The Block Coaches Show is made possible by our proud sponsors. The Burger Bunker, located at 24 5th Street South here in Great Falls and open Monday through Saturday. It's my personal favorite burger in town. I get the Island Burger. Stop in and tell them the F.A.N Show sent you. Burger Bunker, no frills, just deliciousness for your inner burger lover. Mars of Great Falls, your one-stop shop for a variety of automobile restoration services. Call today at 406-315-2142 or stop in and see Archie yourself at 1224 19th Avenue South. Schulte's 38th Street Store and Coffee House. Family owned and the best chicken in town if you ask me. But don't take my word for it. Stop in and see for yourself at 3800 3rd Avenue South. A Cutting Crew and Nails Too. Located at 315 17th Avenue Northeast. Walk-ins are welcome or call and book an appointment today at 406-771-4900. Russell Country Federal Credit Union, where they believe in helping you and your children achieve financial success and building a better community. They want to be your financial home, so stop in their Great Falls or Fairfield office and get started on your new account today. Mountain West Farm Bureau Insurance, the Eric Dirk Agency, protecting what matters most, local service you can trust, and specializing in home, auto, life, and farm ranch products. And finally, C.M. Russell Hall of Famer Linda Morin, Rustler Pride. All right, we are back, and I'm joined by Andrew Boudelier. Welcome, sir.
How's it going?
It's going well. Thank you for joining us. So, Crosstown happened. I'm sorry it wasn't the outcome that you guys obviously wanted, but what's your big takeaway at this point in the season? What have you learned about yourself and the team?
I think we're obviously a smaller team than everyone, which is tough, but, we compete, go out there and fight. I think we're a really good first quarter team. Every game that we've
I would agree, yeah.
even in the first quarter. I think kind of after halftime, we have a rough time. So I think if we fix that, I think we're in a lot of games.
So, for you as one of the seniors, what do you feel is your responsibility at this season and then at this point in the season to help communicate to the lower classmen, like, hey, this we're not that far off. This is what we got to do, because coaching comes from several levels, head coach, assistants, but really it's you guys out there on the court communicating to each other.
I think it's just leading by example. I'm having optimism for every game. Not like, we're not here. We're competing every game. Let them know. We'll walk around, watch every game, cheer them on, knowing that we're there for them, and just to see them see us not quit ever. I think it's a big thing.
Okay, all right. Well, Coach has some nice things to say about you. I don't know if he ever says those or never says those, but how you feel about the compliments for your skill set?
It's nice. It's spot on. I've been a shooter. I'm not sure about the open gym thing. I'll take it, though. I'll take it.
Well, Crosstown is one of my favorite events. You guys are lucky in the basketball world. You get 2 times, and so you guys have plenty of season before the next one, and whether you guys are in the postseason or not. How important is that second one just because of where it is in the season?
It's always important. It's crosstown rivalry. I think it's nice playing 2, because if you lose once, okay, we have 1 more to get them back. But I think our most important games right now is these next 2 come ahead of us. If we can pull out both, we're in a good spot. It's been rough, but if we can get those 2, I think we're good.
What is the trick to beating a Gallatin team?
I think just putting a full game together. Like I said, we're a really good first half team, but it's like for some reason coming out at halftime, it's like we just can't put it together. So I think if we do that, we're fine.
Now, do you guys feel like you could apply some of the energy from the first half into the second, or do you not want to lose what you guys have established in the first half, which is really good basketball, in an attempt to save it for the second, later quarters?
I think it's just feeding off the first half, coming out with energy. I think the first 2 possessions, offense, defense, really matter. Like I know against CMR, that first possession, we had 2 threes, missed them both.
Yeah.
But they're good looks. And then they come down, and we got to stop when we just couldn't score. It's like, if we score there, it's an 8-point game. We're right back in it.
Yeah, there was some beautiful shots. I have the highlights. I'll post just the good stuff later tonight. Highlights from everything that I did over the past week, wrestling and, of course, crosstown basketball. So you'll probably see yourself on there. But, okay. Superstition. Do you know what it is?
Yes.
Okay. Do you have superstitions?
I really don't.
Really?
I will say for the Cats playoff run, I washed my underwear, but I wore the same type of underwear every game. I did wash.
It's always underwear with the guys. The ones that have a superstition, it's the underwear every time.
But for basketball, I really don't. I just go out there and play.
Well, I would hope that you'd wash your underwear during the basketball season.
I know some guys who don't when they get superstitions.
Wow.
It's gross.
It's gross. All right. Well, is it change from baseball to basketball?
Not really. I was never superstitious in baseball. There's
Wow.
the chalk thing is, I think everyone just doesn't step on the chalk.
Okay. I don't remember the chalk being a thing. I know socks were one, but you had to wear like specific socks for baseball. So I think there were guys that just never washed their socks.
That's disgusting.
And then there was the sweatbands around the wrist or around the arm. Some guys had to have like 2 on one wrist or things like that. Stepping up to the plate was a whole thing. They had to tap the bat 3 times, spin it twice, and then up once. And if they didn't get it right, they had to do the whole thing over again. You're not like that?
No, I was no batting gloves, just step in.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I respect that.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So I got a couple of non-basketball related questions here. It is Valentine's season. I'm not going to ask the guys if they're a chocolates or flowers kind of guy. That was the girls. But we can still ask, are you a beach or a lake place kind of guy?
I'm more of a lake. I'm not really a fan of ocean animals, to be honest. I've been snorkeling twice and saw a shark. I was like, no, not for me.
Nobody believed me last week
I've
when I
never swam
said
faster in my life when I saw a shark.
Was it Harper Dirk? It was one of them last week that said that beach because the lakes get gross. And I was like, but there's not sharks in the lake. And
Lakes are safe.
And she's like, who cares? And you are just, you're reinforcing my point. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Respect. So yes, there are sharks in the ocean. So lake place. Okay. This one I'm working on. I'm not sure if it makes much sense, but a camping trip or a theme park. This is Montana. They could go very either way.
Probably tough one. Probably camping trip.
Okay. Wow. I wasn't expecting that. You could pick any
About
camping
3
trip.
years ago, definitely theme park.
What
But
theme
now-
park?
I don't know. It's a good question. Probably Disneyland.
Disneyland or Disney World?
Land.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Orlando's better.
Your classics. How many theme parks have you been to?
I've been to Disneyland and World. I mean, I've been to, like little ones around places.
Silverwood.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's how I grew up. Silverwood.
Yep.
It's the 2-hour drive to
Mhm.
North Idaho from
Yep.
Spokane. And then you go to a place like Universal and Disneyland, and you're like, I've been missing out my entire life because I thought 3 roller coasters and was it Garfield at the time? Maybe it still is Garfield, was like the pinnacle of theme park. And then you can go to Disneyland, you can run into Iron Man.
Yeah.
So it's, we live in a different time now. Again, if you have any questions on the live stream, looks like we got a few maybe. We love the Bison. And hey, what's up, Wide Left Sports? They're tuned in. So if you have any questions for Andrew or Noah coming up, drop them in here. See if we can get around to them. Okay, so you have guys that don't change their underwear or don't wash their underwear. So that brings me to my question: who's got the messiest locker in that locker room?
Probably Larry back there. He is his locker.
Oh.
You look in it, it's filled. Like every practice, like Larry, clean your locker. No, he's like, I'm getting to it. Doesn't get to it.
He had a look
It's
of
gross.
how dare you? Like,
He knows it too. That's the thing.
is he wrong though, Larry? Like, are we off?
Am I wrong,
base here?
Larry?
It's messy for a reason.
You look in there. There's a pool noodle. There's like basketball shoes. There's clothes at the top of the thing. It's just like, what are you doing?
What's happening with the pool noodle?
Ask him.
Is that a superstition that I don't know about? I'd be happy to learn about it. Just goes by and just smacks all you guys before the game. We're getting hyped up. Let's go. Extreme. Yeah. You were an energy drink kind of guy?
No, not really. I mean, I'll have one time to time, but no.
Maybe you
Not
guys should
before a
have-
game. Definitely not before a game.
Well, maybe you guys should have one at halftime. If that's the whole thing. Coach, just buy him a case Red Bulls for halftime, man.
He hates Red 40. Today I learned that. Not a Red 40 guy.
You're not a Red 40 guy. Okay. All right. That's fair.
Schmitz is, though. He likes his energy drinks. He's got a Monster and a Rockstar all the time.
I love my energy drinks, and I really shouldn't. I really should not, but it's okay. You know, you only live once, and there's 2 very different ways to approach that. You only live once, so do everything you can, or you only live once, so be careful. Are you a be careful or do whatever you can kind of guy?
I'm gonna do what I can.
There you go. That's the right mentality right there. Okay, so pregame, you're not that superstitious. You do wear the same underwear for teams that are not the ones that you play on, apparently, and then you don't step on the chalk in baseball. But what about? Is there a playlist that you have? A food you have to eat? A couple of guys from CMR have some odd pregame meal rituals. I will say that much.
No, I'm gonna get Jimmy John's, Wee Montana, or Mod just for a game. I'll show up in the softball game, eat that.
Okay.
then-
Build me your sandwich at Jimmy John's.
The Country Club, no mayo, no tomato. I like it plain. Always have. Oil and vinegar are good on it.
Oil and vinegar. So you don't do the Jersey Mike's way?
Mm-mm.
Wow.
Well, no, there I do. Jersey Mike's, yeah.
Okay.
No tomato though.
All right.
No tomato. Hate that.
Okay, we have a question from Amber Litzinger. If you had to pick one teammate to be your partner on the Amazing Race, who would it be and why? That's a good one. I'm going to steal from Amber more.
I'd probably say Noah. Not just because he's here. I mean, like Chaon said, this kid, I mean, energy always. It's like a running tank that just never stops.
Okay, you guys win in the Amazing Race if it's you guys?
Yeah, we're winning.
Okay,
Easy.
all right.
Easy.
I used to ask people, who would you want to be stranded on a desert island with? And it took some thinking for some people. Apparently, you guys could compete.
Well, I think I have the smarts, he has the quickness, so it kind of goes together pretty good.
And then in Halloween, it was who would die first in a horror movie, which that got some great responses. That's one of my favorite questions, but it can only happen around Halloween time. So we're in Super Bowl mode and Valentine's Day mode, and I guess St. Patrick's Day mode. We're in the one-off holidays.
Yeah.
Who's your pick in the Super Bowl?
Seahawks.
Ugh. Coach, how much room is on JV right now? Plenty. Oh, yeah, you got to be careful with those responses. Okay. Well, who is your basketball idol growing up?
I don't know if I had an idol growing up, man. I just kind of watched it. I mean, watching Steph play is fun. I mean, I'm a shooter. He's a shooter, so that's fun to watch.
That dude can play, man. Like I grew up in Spokane, and then they took my Sonics away, which is weird because I'm not a Seahawks fan at all. Football's the one-off, but the rest of the state, I appreciated sports teams.
He's the type of guy where I go in the backyard, try and create his shots. My dad would look out. I'm shooting 50-footer. He's like, "What are you doing?" Like practice like good shots. Like I'm trying to do this. Trade it.
Why don't you work on your layup
Yep.
first, and then we can.
He's like
graduate.
left hand. Now I'm like, no, 50-footers.
Oh, that sounds great. Well, okay. Is there a preference that you have between basketball and baseball?
I stopped playing baseball my freshman year because I mean it's kind of a time stream, so definitely basketball.
But
I actually quit so I could play in the basketball summer tournaments.
okay.
That was kind of my thing.
So basketball is your love sport, but Great Falls is getting high school baseball finally. And
I'm
so,
planning on playing that.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's something about school pride, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool thing to be part of the first team ever.
Yeah.
It came with this opportunity.
I did not when I moved here. It was so odd. I had to clarify with several people. I was like, wait, so there's high school baseball, but there's not high school baseball. And there's like, yeah, in the history of Montana as a state, there's like never been high school baseball. And I was like, how does that happen?
Yeah.
It blew my mind. So, yes, you guys will be part of the inaugural Bison baseball team. It's crazy to say that in 2026 when you guys are not Gallatin that started 5 years ago. So, yeah, we're in for a treat with that. But what is it about basketball that has your heart then over baseball?
I think it's just the nonstop playing. Like, I mean, a lot of sports you have time to think, and basketball it's not. I mean, you just got to go and think on the spot. I think I like that. It's just never stopping.
Yeah, I would agree. Baseball, for me, it was fun to play. It was hard to watch.
Yeah,
because
I don't think I ever watched it.
Yeah, it
gets too slow. That's the thing. It gets too slow.
It does, and I'm not saying that playing in the majors would make that version of the game any faster, but it was just like I think we could kind of joke around with each other in the outfield. I was a right field guy, and then it was you kind of had your moment in the dugout waiting for your turn at bat. So there was a hurry up and wait to it, but you were building camaraderie with your teammates.
I think my freshman year, I was 5 foot, 90 pounds maybe. And when I was playing in the summer, I had 13 hits all year, not one left in the infield. I was like, this ain't for me.
And then you hit a growth spurt. You're like, well, I could probably do it. And your voice gets lower. You're like, I could probably do it now.
We'll see this year if it works out.
I guess when you're that high, and trust me, I relate because I was one of the shortest on my team every time I played. And so I was outfield a lot, catcher, never pitcher. I had a real knack for first base, but I'm not left-handed. And so that was like an uphill battle, which is stupid, but whatever. So you had positions you probably played because of your height and weight, but if you could pick any position, which sounds like you can now, what's your position out there?
Probably second. I always liked first because I was actually pretty decent at it. I never really played it, but I played second when I played, and I was pretty good.
All right. How's your turn two?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
I didn't throw the ball very hard back then because I was so small, but when I was playing like travel like lightning, I was a lot better because size didn't matter then.
Oh, we have a comment or a question from the YouTube channel. Who has the worst jumper on the team?
I don't want to call anyone out, but this isn't JV varsity. If I had to say, Jackson Dews, if you ask him what hand he shoots with, it's a I don't know. Because you look at it, it's every finger touch the ball. But it kind of works. So I can't diss him too hard.
It's only weird if it doesn't. So if it kind of works, I don't know how I feel about that.
Sorry, Jackson.
Road trips. Where's your favorite place to go when you guys travel and play teams across the state?
Probably Billings.
Really?
That's the place we always stay. It's like an overnight trip. It's pretty fun.
Is there a must-stop food place for you guys when you're down there that you can't get in Great Falls?
We're a old Chicago type of team every time. I don't mind it. It's pretty good, but we don't really venture out.
Okay, all right, old Chicago kind of team. And what makes road trips bearable with this bunch? What do you guys do for fun on that? 5-hour bus trip, 4-hour car trip?
Not much. I mean, it's kind of sit back, listen to music. I mean, think about the game, but I mean, we'll sit back there and talk, have fun with each other for a little bit.
So you haven't discovered the art of Monopoly or poker gambling when it's not your actual money, it's your allowances. That was fun for us when we traveled.
There's this new game. It's called Imposter that we all play on.
Okay.
That's the one this year that we started.
One of the games on the phone.
But it's like once you see a coach stand up, it's like act like you're sleeping, do something different. You didn't hear that.
I'm not trying to rat anyone else.
As long as you're not too loud, it's not a problem.
I'm not trying to rat anyone out on the show here. Okay, they're giving me information at their will. Okay, Yeah, because it's certain trips that we took at high school, we discovered that was when Texas Hold'em poker was taken off, and so we'd gamble in the back of the bus with whatever we had, whether it was granola bars or actual money that we had for the trip, and then all of a sudden, when it came time to stop in Ellensburg or somewhere for food, and somebody couldn't buy their lunch, and our instructors and coaches were like, "Why don't you have any money?" We had to be like, "Oh, he lost it, or he spent it before we left." Like it was, we got into gambling a little earlier than we probably should have.
We don't do too much. It's more of a sleep, wake up, play for a little bit, back to sleep, and then just sit there.
Keep it that way.
Get locked in for the game.
Yeah. Stick to that plan. It'll do you some good.
But I mean, when you're going to Billings and it takes 5 hours to get there, can't sleep the whole time. Crank your neck when you do it.
Oh, okay.
So,
all right. Do you have a Valentine?
I don't know yet. I'll find out.
Oh, it's a mystery. Should we put it out there on the show, on the stream? Be like, hey.
I don't know. We'll keep it hidden.
Trying to help you out, man.
On the down low.
It's the season of love. St. Patrick's Day, Cinco de Mayo, or Valentine's Day?
Probably St. Patty's Day because it was most fun making traps in elementary school.
I agree with that. Yes, that is a solid response. That is a very non-adult, non-questionable response. You'll love St. Patrick's Day as you get older, and then you'll forget some of them. But that's for a different time. Keep making the traps.
Thank you. Will do.
Okay, check the comments one more time here before I get myself in too much trouble. But your parents know what I'm talking about. St. Patrick's Day is fun. All right. Well, any other thoughts on the season? Your guys' matchup tomorrow night? Like, what are you gonna get home?
I'm excited. Like I said, if we can fix it, the second half woes, I think we'll be in every game we play in. I think we're fine.
All right.
Playoff game. Prove everyone wrong.
I love the mentality. Love the confidence. All right. One more time for Mr. Andrew Boudelier. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And we will be back with Noah Fleming to close us out after this commercial break. The Block Coaches Show is made possible by our proud sponsors. The Burger Bunker, located at 24 5th Street South here in Great Falls and open Monday through Saturday. It's my personal favorite burger in town. I get the Island Burger. Stop in and tell them the F.A.N Show sent you. Burger Bunker, no frills, just deliciousness for your inner burger lover. Mars of Great Falls, your one-stop shop for a variety of automobile restoration services. Call today at 406-315-2142 or stop in and see Archie yourself at 1224 19th Avenue South. Schulte's 38th Street Store and Coffee House. Family owned and the best chicken in town if you ask me. But don't take my word for it. Stop in and see for yourself at 3800 3rd Avenue South. A cutting crew and nails too. Located at 315 17th Avenue Northeast. Walk-ins are welcome or call and book an appointment today at 406-771-4900. Russell Country Federal Credit Union, where they believe in helping you and your children achieve financial success and building a better community. They want to be your financial home, so stop in their Great Falls or Fairfield office and get started on your new account today. Mountain West Farm Bureau Insurance, the Eric Dirk Agency, protecting what matters most, local service you can trust, and specializing in home, auto, life, and farm ranch products. And finally, C.M. Russell Hall of Famer Linda Morin, Rustler Pride. Well, it is Bison Pride night tonight as we close things out with the Bison boys basketball team. Noah Fleming, welcome, sir.
Thank you.
Oh, you're not Andrew Boudelier. I should probably update this thing. I always forget. I was like, there's one thing I need to do in between every commercial break. There we go. Okay, on the live stream, you're now Noah Fleming. Welcome.
Thank you.
So we did have a question come in during commercial break, and that is, what is your favorite moment from the season so far? That's a good icebreaker for you.
Probably winning against Belgrade. That was pretty awesome.
Hey, a win is a win, man. Take them where you can and celebrate them for as long as you can. I know that Coach probably doesn't let you guys celebrate wins too long, but you know, it's okay. A win is a win, man.
It's true.
Your biggest takeaway from the season as a senior?
To never stop like fighting in the game. Like even if you're down however many 20, I don't know. Like there's always a chance to come back. I mean, even like obviously there's a point like there's not enough time to come back. But other than that, never like lose heart in the game and keep pushing and try to win.
I like that. I like that. So is basketball your sport or do you have others?
Definitely basketball is my sport.
Okay. What is it about basketball you love so much?
It's really fun. But I also like it because I like to see other people that are really good, like in NBA or college, do it, and then I like inspire to be like them. That's definitely a part that I love about it.
So you have an answer to my question, which is who was your basketball idol growing up then?
Yes, I do.
Oh, thank God. Okay, who is it? Hit
It's
me.
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Yep.
I don't know if that's a lazy answer or a really smart answer, but in today's world where it's either Team Braun or Team MJ, I am his airness, Team
Nice,
MJ.
nice.
Respect. Okay. Yeah, you heard it here. We believe in old school real basketball and not whatever's going on right
Yes, we do.
now. Dates me so bad right there. Old school basketball. Talking about a guy from the 90s. What was your MJ moment? Like what drew you to him?
Probably when The Last Dance came out, the documentary on him. I watched that and it was just like, wow, this guy's pretty sick. And so I just loved him after that.
That's how I felt watching certain WWE documentaries and been like, okay, so we've got these wrestlers. Who did I miss out on? Oh, that guy? Okay, yeah. Oh, he was good. You know, Macho Man, Randy Savage, and the Slim Jims. That was a guy who I would have definitely related to back then. But basketball, MJ. So senior year, then what's on your basketball bucket list? Like, what do you want to accomplish and walk away with this season when it's said and done?
I would love to get to the playoffs. Have a playoff game would be a great goal for me or for our team. It'd be probably number one. And maybe make all state. I didn't even think about that. And then somebody said that today. I was like, oh, I guess I could try to do that. That would be awesome.
You should try to be as good as you can out there.
Yes.
And then the rewards come after.
Yes, of course.
But don't let coach know that you're having too much fun out there because that's frowned upon sometimes. I feel like he's a fun coach. Is he a fun coach?
Yeah.
There was some hesitation there. Uh-oh.
He's a fun coach in the classroom, I guess you could say.
Okay.
More of a fun coach in the classroom than on the court.
So he coaches what he teaches?
Yeah.
Oh.
He does, yes.
Okay. I
He
feel like
uses a lot of the same sayings in the classroom as on the court.
I feel like that's a very Killian approach who we have here in attendance over there is to coach as you teach. Be like, yeah, just got to take this math problem, just break it down. Don't quit. Don't quit. Find X. Find the X, and then boom, it's solved just like that. He's like, yeah, more or less. Pre-game ritual. What's yours?
I don't really have a same thing like a superstition. I don't have one of those. I just kind of listen to music, whatever I'm feeling in the moment. There's okay, this could get me in the mood. But then I just kind of sit and think, run my head through what's gonna happen in the game and try to make it as realistic as possible so I'm prepared. But I just kind of change it each time. It's never the same.
So when we had the wrestling teams here, both CMR and Great Falls High, and then I interviewed Aiden Graves for Stars of Big Sky Country. Apparently, it's a wrestling thing to listen to girl music like Katy Perry and Taylor Swift before a wrestling match. What's on the basketball playlist? What do you got on there?
I actually have some gospel music.
Okay.
And I have some what's it called? Classical music. I love classical music. I don't know why, but it gets me in the mood.
What's your go-to piece of classical music? That's right. I know the lingo.
Probably Swan Lake by Tchaikovsky. That one's pretty good.
That's a deep cut. That's a B-side right there. Yeah, for you record enthusiasts out there.
Yeah, it's the first song on the second disc.
So do you get along perfectly with the girls' soccer team who does Hamilton before every game? I feel like you guys could do a collab together and come up with a killer playlist for before games.
I actually I didn't even know what Hamilton was until this summer, and I listened to it, and I like the movie because it's I don't know, it's kind of informing me about the history, but I only like a couple of songs, so I probably wouldn't do that before a game.
Oh, you just broke Kirk Hart's heart. She's all about the Hamilton, and Harper kind of as well, but not so much. So okay, you have classical music, gospel music, like Deep South gospel, old school, way back. Gospel music.
I don't really know. I like
Sister
Sunday
Act
service
stuff?
choir.
Okay.
But yeah, Sister Act is pretty
Okay, good. A reference he understood. I'm so happy when those happen. The coaches. Oh, let's see. Road trips. Are you in with the just try and stay awake or sleep when you can, or do you have a road trip activity that's not what was the game?
Oh, imposter.
Imposter.
I played Geometry Dash. Oh,
Do you do anything that's not school or educational? Like, do you ever like just be like, it's whatever?
I don't know. I never do homework or anything like that. I listen to music, and if I get bored, then I play a game.
Okay, that I was not expecting that answer from you. Oh, let's see. Okay, another question here is, let's see, who has been your favorite JV teammate that you're excited to take over next year?
I don't know. Caden McKay. Caden McKay is the man. I love playing with Caden. So I'll say Caden.
All right. Here's one specifically for you. For Noah, what's one basketball skill you're weirdly proud of that never shows up on the stat sheet? Also, can you dunk?
Most of the time I cannot dunk. I have dunked before, but I cannot dunk in a game as of yet. But what was the other part of it?
The weirdly or the skill you're oddly proud of that never shows up on the stat sheet. Is that like boxing people out? Is that something that doesn't show up in stats, but they do?
That is not true.
Yeah, but he doesn't do that. Holy crap. I'm sorry, Coach. Just was the best part of your interview right there at that moment.
I would argue I box out.
Oh, okay. This one you may have already answered, but Amber asked if you could have dinner with any basketball player, dead or alive, and ask them for advice on your senior season. Who would it be?
Michael Jordan.
Michael Jordan.
Definitely Michael Jordan.
That's an expensive dinner. That dude could wine and dine you, and
yeah. It maybe would be scary to hear what you have to say, but probably be good.
And then you guys would probably hit the blackjack tables or something. I don't know. Let's see if there's any other questions we want to get to here. Role models in life, famous or non?
Does it have to be someone? Okay.
I guess it could be living or dead too.
My dad. I don't know. He's a good role model. I love looking up to him, seeing what he's doing. Try to follow that. I don't really know. It's hard to think of one.
Okay, we'll circle back to it.
Okay.
What about you? Beach or lake? There's sharks in the ocean, man, but the lake gets gross, according to the girls' basketball teams.
Yeah, I don't think I'm really afraid of sharks because, like, if I get bit, I get bit. All right. If I'm gonna die by a shark, I guess I'm gonna die by a shark. I've never went surfing, but that is one of my dreams. So I think I would say beach.
Okay.
But I do love to wakeboard on a lake, so that's really fun.
Okay. So we'll tailor this next question to that answer then. Instead of camping trip or theme park or a week beach getaway.
Definitely week beach getaway.
Wow. Okay. So you want to see the sea turtles, swim with dolphins, and surf, all that stuff?
Yeah.
All right.
Awesome.
I dig it.
Yeah.
So is Montana, is it safe to say it's like once you graduate, like this is the extent of your Montana life? I feel like I'm getting that vibe.
Yeah, I would like to move away pretty fast.
Oh, wow.
I mean, I want to like try other things, and maybe I won't like them, so I'll come back. I like the mountains and I like snowboarding, but other than that, I want to try all the other stuff. So.
Okay, so then what's the plan for after high school? You want to play ball, I assume, and do you know for who?
I do not know for who. That's still being decided. I mean, I'll try to play with the best team I can or best college I can, and see if I even can. But just really go with the flow, see what happens.
And you're probably looking at schools and be like, okay, where are you? California? Yeah, you're top of my list. Let's go.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
Florida? Okay, yeah. Texas, where the ocean is? Yeah, we can do that. Not North Texas. That gets snow still, too.
Yeah.
They're getting snow right now.
I don't know if I want to go to Texas. Texas kind of sucks.
Do you agree with Larry having the worst locker room?
It's Larry or Jacoby.
Oh, or Jacoby. They're sitting next to each other.
Not that Jacoby has a dirty locker, but it stinks.
Oh, wow.
Guess it's the soccer room.
So you're not superstitious. They have the worst lockers. You got gospel, classical music. Okay, so we're getting to know Noah Fleming, the basketball player here. Crosstown, how bad do you want to beat them at their court in the second half of the season?
I would love to, like really bad. I don't know. I think we could have won if we just knocked down more shots. So I'd love to get another run at it.
So I have a question about that. But first, do you agree with my theory that if Coach brings in a case of Red Bulls for halftime, that you guys could have a great second half?
It's possible.
It's possible. I
Either
didn't
that-
hear a no.
It's either that or we all pass out. Or something.
They get a rush third quarter in the fourth. They're like,
Yeah.
whistle, what? And then free throw. Yeah. All right. So there's a question in here, but I'm going to tailor it to something a bit more fun. If the entire starting lineup went out to play a game of horse, who's the last one standing?
Me.
Wow. No hesitation. He's
Oh,
that
yeah.
confident.
I beat Andrew and Pig today, so and he's the only other one that would probably beat me. So
What's your go-to shot on the court for that game?
today I shot a corner three from like out of bounds and made both of them on each side. So
Wow.
I go for that.
Yeah, that's tough. That's tough. I'll have to come by and show you guys how it's done then.
Mm.
Because we used to do it where you had to dribble twice and then do like a dance move and then shoot. It wasn't just like position around the rim. There was like a whole lead up to it, like a secret handshake kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. You probably did those too.
yeah. I
So
don't
you're the
think I have
last
any
one
of those.
standing without question.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Who's the second to last one standing?
Andrew.
You only say that because he was the other interviewee.
No, because
And he picked you for the Amazing Race. You're biased right now.
All right, I guess.
All right. Well, the rest of the season, you guys have your work cut out for you. What's one thing you need to do as a player to make sure that you guys get over whatever humps you need to?
Handle the ball. I can't be turning it over, and to look for one extra pass because a great shot is better than a good shot.
And block people out.
But I already do that. So
I'm sorry. I had to circle back to it. That was too good. Well, do you have a Valentine?
no, I do not.
No. Okay. Those out in internet land watching on the live stream. No Valentine for Noah Fleming, a very available, eligible bachelor right here. You're going to bring the girl chocolates or flowers? This is a big question.
How about both?
Oh, winner! We have a winner. Oh, man. And the views and the likes just shot up. I see the hearts going crazy. Oh, man. Okay. Who would you not want to get stuck on an island with?
Out of my team?
Yeah.
You're all looking at me. I don't know. Larry. I'll just say Larry because he's looking at me weird.
I'm sorry, Larry. You know, Larry, you will have redemption. We will have you be on the next edition of the Basketball Coaches Show, and you can have your fill up here, all right? We will do Larry's Revenge Coaches Show special. I promise you. This has not been fair. I feel for you, my man, all right? Okay, last question. This one's always a little tricky, but it was in the comments, so I feel, like I need to. So normally this is a daughter thing, but we'll go sister. If you have one, that's fine. If not, just think of a hypothetical. So who's the player on the team that you would never allow to date your sister?
Wow. Yeah,
Please don't say Larry.
I won't say Larry. I'd be okay with that. I don't know. That's hard. I'm just gonna say I'll go Eli.
Eli?
Yeah.
Why not Eli?
I don't even know. Picked him.
It was a short list and you got picked, Eli. I'm sorry. Nothing personal. It's just business and family. All right. Well, I want to thank the Bison boys basketball team for coming out tonight. I know you guys didn't have the things that you wanted to have happen last week in Crosstown, but you get another shot later this season. So keep your heads up. You guys get Gallatin tomorrow. Best of luck. Thank you so much for your time. Noah Fleming, one more time for them. And the Bison boys basketball team. Next week, we are not on Monday night. We are doing a special Wednesday night coaches show featuring Ed McNamee and the Bison and Rustlers swim teams by special request of Mr. McNamee. So Wednesday night, live at the block, a one-time only deal until the next coach says, hey, I got to do this night, then we'll see what happens. But Ed was very adamant about not doing Monday. So the block was kind enough to say, we can do Wednesday, and we will do that next week. So mark your calendars, Wednesday, be here. Both schools is going to be a lot of fun. Thank you guys so much. So for the Bison basketball boys team, I am the team man, Richard Tiemann. We will see you guys Wednesday. Thank you so much.